of Dance Fitness at Home. I wanted to go over a few tips before you do my hour-long workout. I like to cover safety first, drink plenty of water, don't get dehydrated and pass out, because if you're at home, there's probably nobody there to save you. You don't want to wake up on the floor. So take breaks when you need to. It can be an intense hour-long workout. If you do a couple songs, take a break. I only encourage you to watch the routines. That way, the next time that routine comes around, you'll be a little more familiar with it. And the workout actually becomes a much better workout and much more intense as you learn the routines, because now you're not worried about where do my feet go, where do my arms go. Once you learn the routines, then you're really concentrating on the muscle groups that we're working on during those dances. So make sure to drink plenty of water and take breaks when you need to. Modify the moves. I usually will have somebody modifying my moves to a lower level behind me. And sometimes I'll have somebody going higher than me, but modify the moves to your comfort level. If you want to go higher, you want to add a jump, you want to add a pop, or add your own style, that's wonderful. If you need to go lower, if we're jumping or doing something, just modify the move to your comfort level. Don't hurt yourself. That's not what this is about. This is about moving and having a good time, and with that comes a lot of other benefits. So the other thing I'd like to discuss is shoes. I wear dance sneakers because I'm on concrete. Actually, it is a concrete floor that's sealed. So the dance sneakers actually are more slipperier. Is that the correct word? So you can turn easier. The problem with tennis shoes is sometimes if you find yourself sticking, you go to turn, the shoe stays, your body turns, and you end up hurting your knee or ankle. So if you're finding yourself sticking, you can wear socks, which I don't necessarily recommend. But if you're on carpet, that's another option. You can wear socks also. I personally feel like shoes are important, that everybody should wear shoes and have the support of shoes. And on my website, there in the store, I found bowling gliders actually work really well. They go right over your sneakers. Bowlers use them, I guess, to glide when they're bowling. But they go right over your sneakers, and that'll help you glide over the carpet easier and not stick. So that's something you may want to check into. In the meantime, if you're finding yourself sticking, go ahead and just wear your socks until you find another solution. I want to make sure that as you learn the routines, during the workout, you're going to be getting lots of tips. I'm always giving tips because we get new viewers, and it's their first time, and they haven't watched this video. But this video is something you may want to refer back to on the tips, but I do give lots of tips during the workout. One of the biggest things is we are constantly working our tummy, almost every song. The trick to that is if you imagine yourself laying down, doing pelvic tilts forward, doing these crunches, and tightening your tummy, we're doing the same thing standing up in a dance move, so it's a lot more fun than being on the ground doing crunches. But the trick is to bend your knees. If you bend your knees, your hips can move. If they're straight up, the hips have nowhere to move, really. The more you bend your knees, the more play you have in your hips. So what you want to do is find a level that's good for you. It's going to be working your quads, and you're only coming forward, squeezing that tummy. So anytime we're walking, doing tummy stuff, your knees are bent, your quads are supporting your weight, which works your quads, and we're doing tummy crunches, squeezing that tummy. So you're working many muscles at the same time. The other tip I'd like to give is anytime we're doing belly dancing, what you want to do is have your base leg bent, the other leg is out front. What you want is your heel and your hip to twist up towards the ceiling. So if you imagine there's a string on your hip going up towards the ceiling, you're going to bend this leg, lean back. You got to lean back or that string's going to hit your face. And you're going to twist that hip and heel up towards the ceiling. The more you lean back, the more you twist, you get that crunch in your oblique. So it may look like sexy belly dancing, but you're actually crunching your obliques. It's all disguised as dancing. It's so fun. I wanted to go over the J-Lo knees, which I will usually do before the song, but I call them the J-Lo knees because there's a song by J-Lo, and everybody gets confused on this part. It's really not that difficult. Practice up a little bit. The trick is you have to bend your knees and come down in a squat. It looks like this: 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. The whole time you're down in a squat, so you're working your quads. The trick is you come in, 1, heel is planted before the other one can go out. Plant the heel, 2. Plant the heel, 1, plant the heel, 1, plant the heel, 2. And it looks like this. The lower you are, the more your knees come in. Standing straight up, your knees don't come in. So you gotta get down in that squat in order to work the quads and get that cool looking little move. If there's anything that I don't cover during class and a move that you're having a hard time with, make sure that you email me and I will be sure to address you personally, or I will address it during our next class. If there's something I haven't covered well enough for you and you're just totally lost, I'll make sure to add a couple extra tips in there. I love to hear back from people that are taking the class. Hopefully you're having a good time. Another couple tips I personally suggest to people is you can share this cost with other people if you have them at your house. So if you're paying the $3 for the class and you have a big enough space, invite a friend, invite a neighbor or somebody, get together with people, share the cost. I know it sounds terrible for me to say that, but I think, number one, you stick with it a lot longer if you have somebody kind of holding you accountable and saying, I'm coming to do it, dance fitness today, right? But number two, it's just more fun. It's more fun having somebody there, especially a friend or family member that you can have fun with and giggle with. Because a lot of this, the moves and stuff, the booty pop, I mean, it's just stuff that is out of your comfort zone, but it's fun to have somebody to kind of laugh with. And sometimes they can do the move and you can't, or vice versa, so you guys can help each other. But I hope that you enjoy the class, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.